This is your editor, Jake. This episode can get quite
explicit. Viewer discretion is advised. You have
been warned.
Clappity clap clap, clappity clap clap clap.
Yeah. All right, welcome back to TuffLuck Podcast. It's your boy Zack J-O-G-O-Z Jones.
What's up, man?
I'm not gonna say your name.
Oh, it's your boy L-O-V-E. Since we spelling today, it's your boy Love Jones. Love Jones.
And welcome back to Spelling Bee TuffLuck Podcast Edition. TuffLuck Podcast Spelling Bee. Yo, wrote an intro. Dang.
I'm trying to create a better me, so hopefully people who are hearing this are taking it the right way, can say, I can run a mile. It ain't about running 205 fucking miles, doing 4,000, being in the city. It ain't about all that shit. Shit doesn't matter. I want you to see how fucking far you can go, because we all come from that shit. That's why I have to be so authentic and so real about my own insecurities, my own faults, just being a fucked up person. I'm not the best at anything. I'm not gifted. I'm just driven.
All right, this is episode 8. Let's get it started.
What's up?
How you been?
Tough luck, bro.
How was your week?
It's been a week, man. It's been a week. I don't know if y'all could tell, but actually, I'm not gonna tell y'all this because I feel like if I say it out loud, it's gonna be just speaking into existence. But you know, like how you be like, you know, like how everybody tell you like it's a mind over
Mind over matter?
or mind over like based on like okay like you know how you get a cut, Zach?
You mean like a paper cut?
Like just anything, like you'll get like a little cut, like, and you notice how like when you like it could be like a small cut, it could probably be a pretty big cut, kind of like that time you cut yourself with a knife. You don't really react unless you see the cut, because it's all in your brain, it's all in your head. Like the only reason why you know you're in pain is because your brain is telling you you're in pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean
exactly. That's how I am when it comes to being sick. Like I'm like, I'm not sick. Like, but then when I do feel sick, it's like, am I sick? But I always tell myself, I'm good, bro. I'm just gonna sleep it off.
Yeah, bro, just walk it off.
I'm not sleep. Like every time my mom be asking me, especially because like growing up, my mom hated if we were sick because that means it could potentially get her sick. So she always be like, get away from me if you sick. Like, so
go sleep outside, bro.
Exactly. Trying to deal with
all that. Sleeping with the raccoons.
So I be trying to tell every time I get up, I be like, I'm not sick. Even if I do feel sick, I'm not sick, bro. I'm not sick, because if I keep telling myself I'm sick, then I'm definitely gonna be sick. So I'm just always gonna be like, nah, I ain't sick.
I mean, listen, man, mental barriers are like, you gotta jump over them sometimes. Like,
you got to. So I ain't sick. My throat's just a little graggly. That's just gonna be the story.
Yeah.
I think if I get some ramen in me, something warm, I'll be straight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just gotta keep pushing in life.
Keep pushing, man. Just keep pushing.
You can't let anything set you back, man. Especially, because time's a virtue. So
yeah, I was talking with my brother yesterday. I finally got him on the schedule for Wednesday of this week, but that don't mean nothing for y'all because it could come out maybe a month from now, depending on how things work out.
Yeah, so
we gonna just know we film with him soon. It'll be up soon. For those of you who don't know who he is, we could put like a quick video up, of some like what he does. I guess he does bodybuilding basically, and yeah, that's it. That's really what he does is bodybuilding. That's his main focus. So I thought it'd be interesting to get him on, see what he does day-to-day basis. He's very busy usually, so it was so hard to schedule him, but we finally got him on. It's gonna be a good podcast, man. It's gonna be a good episode. But yeah, man, this week was honestly it was a good week. I mean, besides the fact that we didn't get to film like when we wanted to, It was a good week.
Yeah. I already know like this whole trying to get this episode up to because I think it's safe to let y'all know this this is like literally being recorded the day before the
So
upload date.
it's like 8 a.m.
It's
right
8 a.m. So we got like all day to get shit straight.
Yeah,
For real,
and then
for real.
I'm gonna be out. Like as soon as like it hits 2 o'clock, I'm gone.
Yeah,
Gotta go to
he's
practice.
gonna be gone.
And then
We working on bar time, so.
we definitely gonna try to get something.
And then I go to Orlando next week. I'm pretty sure. So we working, bro.
Which
we working.
reminds me, bro, I got this new. I'm trying to do something new for y'all. Talking to some friends in the podcast space, and one thing I noticed is that although we do have the podcast episodes, we don't have any other content besides that. Even like behind the scenes stuff, or like we don't have a separate channel for you guys to watch, just of us not sitting down. So, whenever when he goes on vacation, or when we're in Hawaii, we're gonna try to film like some not even behind the scenes, because it'll just be just regular content of us, like just day in the life content. And it won't ever come out on a scheduled time. It could be like one video a month of that full month, or it could just be one a year. We don't know yet, but I'm gonna start filming more stuff, like behind the scenes stuff, just so you guys can get to know us more. Because some of you guys know us from different channels, but some of you are brand new. So, one thing I want to do is get more content out there for you guys besides the podcast episodes, because it's once a week, and our content's so good, you don't want to have to wait once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's rough for y'all, because if I had to wait once a week for this kind of content, I couldn't do it. So I'm trying to get some more content out there for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, in the future, y'all, if we get like the support we need, we'll definitely progress, because we're all about progression over here, y'all. So you just we each milestone, like maybe each 10th episode, like okay, so 10, then 20, then 30, we just better. So like one day in the future, we're hoping in the future maybe do 2 episodes a week, and then someday get a Patreon, so we can like have like, once we get like those group of fans that are paying for it, like we can read their questions. We be more engaging with the fans on Patreon. Like we could talk about stuff that we can't talk about on
Pretty much, yeah.
on YouTube necessary, but
Do some more like personal content.
more
if you
personal
wanna.
stuff. Yeah, and ask like help if you got some questions, bro. You can. We still trying to figure out ways for people to call in. That's the next step. Trying to get people, because I got a few people that's been trying to call in, but we're just trying to set it up. So
Yeah, we still working. Got some new equipment, trying to get some new equipment and stuff like that, but that's nothing you guys got to worry about. We're gonna get the episodes out, so you guys are straight.
But who cares about all this work,
Bro.
Busy
I wanna
behind the
talk
scenes
about-
stuff, boring. Let's not bore you guys with these stressful things you got to go through when you're trying to make it in this content creation game. So anyway, Zach, so
When I was
how's
at home
football
the
been
other
for
day-
you, bro?
Oh, football.
Yeah,
Straight. Been
it's
straight.
been good. Okay.
Probably almost died 3 times on Tuesday, but besides that, I'm straight. Had us doing some wild stuff, bro. It wasn't even that crazy, but it was just like, I haven't done it in so long. It was like, dang, it was like a quick shock, But I'm straight though. I'll live through it. Ready for the season? That's it. Yeah, but the other day actually, I was thinking, I was just thinking like how much me and my boys were just talking about, like how much trouble they get in school, and like how teachers would just be setting them up and stuff. Like they like, I don't know, they just like be scheming on the students. You ever notice that, like, these teachers, they don't want to see you succeed. Like, they be like,
Nah, you definitely got the ones
calling
that
home, like, yeah, so your son, he threw a baseball at a young man's head, and I just want you to know, I will be calling the cops. He's going to jail. Like, they be scheming, bro. I don't know. Like, obviously, you should call the cops if he throws a baseball at his head, but still, like, small things, like, I went to the bathroom before I raised my hand. That's a normal human right. I should be able to use the bathroom whenever I want.
No, you got them teachers that like they cool. Like they'll be like, I mean,
Yeah,
like especially senior year. Like senior year, you get a little more leeway because you basically a grown ass man.
I mean, yeah, there's some teachers that are cool, but there's obviously teachers out there that I've had like that just. Like, I remember in 6th grade, I was at a lunch table and I think she was so each grade had a counselor or like something, whatever she was. She was basically the head of 6th grade. So if you got in trouble, you'd see her and you'd get detention, expulsion, suspension, stuff like that. And at the head of lunch, she had a microphone. She said, can such and such, and Zack Jones please come up to see me? Talked to both of them, boom, they're gone. She started talking to me. And then out of nowhere, I'm just like, I'm not listening because I know I didn't do anything wrong, so, I'm straight. Out of nowhere, I just hear her call me a turd. She was like, you're a turd, Zack. I'm like, run that by me one more time. Like, say it again. I didn't hear what you said. Say it again. So she called me a turd. And she was like, you're being a turd. I'm like, why are you saying this to me right now? What did I do?
I don't.
And then she like, bro, I had to sit at like
I guess
like
because
a
they can't
detention
curse.
table for the rest of the day, or for the rest of the year, and then I actually found out what happened, and then
Whatever.
bro, see today like nowadays, I feel like you really can't even say it, but like, so there was a girl, so I thought, she was going through a transition, but I wasn't aware of that.
Oh yeah, because it was a
And we got
time
put
where
in a
we
group
didn't talk about
project.
that.
And so I was like, okay, so I'm with her, and him. And she was like, and she just stormed off. Like, she just left. She just stormed off out the classroom.
Bruh,
And
I still don't understand how you said 6th grade.
I was in 6th grade.
I don't understand how you could make a decision like that young.
Listen, I won't question it, but I just wasn't aware. Like, it was like maybe like the 4th week of school. So I just said, I'm with her, and him. Like, my boy was asked, who you with? I'm with her, and him. I didn't know their names, so I just, did it like that. And she stormed off. And then her friend, like, they were always together, and she was like, wow, you are very sensitive.
She's a her that's trying to be a him? Or is she a him that's trying to be a her?
It was a her that was transitioning into being a him. Like I said, I wasn't aware. Like, she would dress kind of tomboyish, but I didn't think anything of it at that time. Like, I was very naive at that time. I just didn't know of it. So
For someone that's transitioning to be a boy, I think stomping out like that is a pretty bitch move. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say you transitioning to be a dude. If you trying to transition to be a dude, you need to handle your situations a little more. Like, you a dude now, you gotta be like, yo, I ain't like how I felt.
You want the scrap? Remember my moms, bro?
I'm a him, my boy now. So we just gonna get this straight. Like, I'm a him. Hey, I mean, you 12, so, but still, like, if you gonna transition to be a dude, transition to be a dude. You know what I mean? Like, be direct. Don't be like, girl storm off.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I was just so like, her friend, she was like, you're so unaware and so unin-touch. I'm like, what are you saying?
12.
I'm 12. It's the 4th.
Oh my God, you're so insensitive.
Your friend didn't
I'm
tell
12.
me she was in the transition. Listen, I had already, like, after that point, I had respect. Like, I was cool. I didn't have no problem. It took like some adjustments, but it was fine.
But this is
I
the
just
time
didn't
we were
know.
flipping water bottles for fun.
Bro,
and she talking about
exactly.
She talking about this was the time where we were flipping water bottles, playing with fidget spinners.
Bro.
And she talking about you're so insensitive. You probably just learned that word. What that word mean yesterday, bro? Like,
It was just like a whole thing. The rest of the year, I was just like, I'm not gonna lie. The rest of the year, I would be kind of like, I was mean towards her. Like, I would just like, whenever we get in the group together, I'd be like, I would just not speak because I didn't want to get in trouble again. I'm not trying to get attacked by that community. Forget it. I just won't trying to get attacked by her and her friends.
Yeah.
And like, then all of a sudden, like, then after that, like, later that day, the principal, I think her name was Miss Merritt. She came up to me. She was like, Zack, you're being a turd. I'm like, yo, what happened? Like, and then she was like, you called a young man a she while knowing she's going through a tough time. Like I said, it's the 4th week of school. I don't know what anybody going through. I'm still trying to get my math homework in.
it's crazy that they put that on you at 12 like that. And it's crazy that kids, like at 12 is still a kid. I don't understand how like you can make. I can understand if you're high school because I know a lot of girls that go and like start their transformation in high school.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
I mean,
you in high school, that's like that's like your next level to adulthood. So when you make that decision in high school, I'm like, I mean, you almost an adult. So
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. But 12 years old already knowing.
And even I don't even think that's the problem. Like, do whatever you want, but if
Do
you're
what
gonna
you
do
want,
that,
but it's like you're so young.
you have to be aware that if you're in sixth grade and you're making a transition, but nobody else is aware of that, or nobody else is.
It's not your fault that you. It's like that Dave Chappelle joke. How far do I have to participate?
Yeah,
And
I'm not supposed to automatically know.
No, yeah.
And then she'll walk in and like, no offense, but like she'll walk in like 1 week she'll be Bob. The next week she went by like Tom. Like she just went by.
She can't
different
even
names.
keep her name.
She went by different names each week. So I'd call her by Bob. Boom. Next week, hey Bob, that's not my name. When were you gonna tell me?
But nah,
It's Friday.
I think because I don't know if he's now, but I was thinking maybe because he's young, he was just being annoying. So
Maybe, but
you young, you
with
just
that,
do a lot
like,
of annoying, stupid stuff.
She's over here playing jokes. I'm getting the blunting. I'm getting all this, repercussion because of it. Like I had to sit at the detention table for like a full, basically up until Christmas break was over. I was at the detention table, and then like another teacher was like on my back for no reason. I don't even know who she was, but she was on my back for no reason. Like I was just like, come on.
Nah, some teachers don't be trying to hear you out though. Some teachers don't be trying to hear you out, bro.
She didn't know what happened.
If you have a reputation, that's on you. That's
You
how
know
I
me
feel.
though. I had no reputation.
No, I know.
Because
I
of
know
that.
you, but I'm saying kids that do get in trouble that
there's
be
kids
like,
out there
"Bro,
that
my
like-
teacher just be hating." Nah, bro, your teacher don't be hating.
Bro,
You just
you're
probably
doing
got a bad
backflips in science
reputation.
classes. What do you expect, bro?
But
You're gonna get some.
nah, you just got a bad reputation, and you got to shake that.
some
You,
bad
you can
kids
get
out
away with more stuff when you got a clean reputation. I don't want to let people know that. I mean, hey, I wasn't doing nothing
You don't
wrong.
know
I'm
from
just,
experience.
yeah,
bro.
I'm not. I mean, allegedly. But
I heard. That's what
I heard that you could do that, but if you want to get into something, you got to keep your records, clean.
Yeah, bro. There are some bad
But when
kids
you
out
do finally get in trouble, they're like, you,
there. Yeah, bro. So it's like all my boys.
not
like,
you.
Zack, why you at the detention table for like a whole month? I was like, bro, you tell me, bro. She called me a turd and said, sit down. I said, okay. I'm not trying to get in trouble. So, sat down, boom. The rest of the year, I told but I will say, as soon as I left the lunch table, every single teacher, she told me a turd, right? Yeah, she called me a turd. Blah blah blah. I was just telling everybody she called me a turd. It was just, and like at that time it was funny. But then I told my grandma, she was like, "Did she say that because you're black?" And I was like, "I didn't think about it like that. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I don't know." But I thought it was funny. I just thought it was random. Like, no way you're gonna call me a piece of feces right now. That's crazy. We're at lunch. But hey,
Boonda. All right. But yeah. So last night, Zach, I was thinking. I was talking to my boy. We were just talking about like, where do we see our friend group in the future and whatnot, and like if we were to fail, where we would like fuck up in, and what department would we like? All right, this will be our downfall.
yeah,
Because we know each other, so we know, okay, we're gonna be on a good path, but there is potentially something that
go hold you back.
will hold us back because everybody has their demons. So yeah, we were just talking about that last night, and I was just thinking like, it's crazy. Like, you really don't have to be rich to be happy. Because I think like I don't even think when people say that, like, I remember my last it was my one of my classes. It was was it my world history? No, not world history. It was government. It was my government class.
Yeah.
He asked us like, "What is the American dream to you?" He would always ask us that because it's the like the American dream. I think it's like almost like how Papa lived. Okay, like you got a house, you got land, you got a family, a dog, married. Like that's the make. Like literally, it's simple. It sounds simple, but it does. I don't think the American dream has to do with being necessarily rich. It just being stable, like being comfortable. Because that's like at the end of the day, America is the most comfortable place probably you can live in the world. That's why everybody's rushing to come over here, because it's I mean, it is the land of the free. I mean, it wasn't the land of the free, but it eventually became something special. But no, like, what's the American dream to you? Like, what's gonna be like? Okay, like in your situation in life, like no matter what, if you get put in this situation, you can consider yourself like, this is a happy feeling life for me.
I want to just the American dream for me to be like would be to work to be an option. So like I can like I'm well off. I don't need to work ever again. But if I wanted, but I feel like I'd still want to work if it's something I'd like doing, like production and stuff.
But you want like your work to be like something like you love to do, like a hobby or something like.
Yes, yes and no at the same time. People say like do what you love, but then I also notice people do what they love, but they at some point they stop loving it because it is even.
That is true.
Like once you start living off of it, you realize once you start living off of it, you realize this is a priority. This isn't something I want to do. This is something I have to do. And I feel like once it gets to that point where you have to do it to live, it's you get like even if you don't want to, you get to that ground where it's just like it's just an optional. And I don't like. There's some day like you don't want to. Some people don't want to do their hobbies every day, but you have to if you're living off of it.
Exactly.
So like even like YouTubers, they're like, this is the best job I could ever ask for. This is my dream job. Yeah, but now like you're living off of it, and then all the guys they need to break is I need to take a break from my mental health, and even they could you could still have that same problems in a 9-to-5 job, that you don't like, but I feel like people's dream jobs are just sometimes it's only
not sustainable.
It's not gonna last your whole entire life. So I want to be able to at the beginning of my life I just want to work, and then at some point be well off so that I can just do what I love. Like maybe today
do you see marriage in your future?
Marriage, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I want to. So ideally, I want to have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and be well off. Like, nobody in the household has to work anymore. We can just take care of our kids, and then things like.
Yeah, that's how I want it. I want my wife to be like a stay. I want to work hard enough to where my wife don't gotta do nothing, my mom don't gotta do nothing.
Just retire my whole family.
I don't want to worry about my sisters too much, but I do want them to be good. But like right now, I'm mainly focused on my mom being good.
Like honestly, the most ideal future for me would be to have a business that my family can just live off of, like whether it be, I don't know what it will be, but just something that my family could I could retire my whole family so no one has to work anymore, and then everything we just do from there is just optional. Like, oh, you know what? I'm a little bored. I'm gonna just do something. If you make some money off of it, you make money. If you don't, whoever cares, because you don't gotta make money.
Because when you have money, you can actually explore more hobbies. Like, okay, I got time now because like your money's working for you right now. We're selling our time to get the money. Like we're going to do these like 9-hour shifts. We got to do 9 hours, 8 hours, whatever the fuck you work. But we're right now we're selling our time to get money. Whereas in the future, we should not be in a position where we're doing that. We should be like, all right, our money working for us now. We're building what's the word? We're building equity.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the word.
Yeah, that's probably what my American dream would be: 2 kids, a wife, house, be able to just do things I love. Like honestly, the only thing in my future, like cinematography. I see cinematography in my future, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to live off of that for the rest of my life. Like, just simply because, like, I noticed this hobbies I had in the past, like when it became something I had to do, like, I don't know, like back when I used to work for the church and stuff, I just did not like doing any kind of sort of cinematography because it made it seem like a priority. Like, Zack, if you don't do this, we can't get the film. We need to blah blah blah, and it just made it seem like it won't fun anymore. Versus when it's on my own time, like it's more fun. And, you know, I'm controlling everything behind the scenes, and it's cool. And obviously, if I have any future, if I want to have any future, and I'm gonna have to deal with pressure like that.
Yeah, you
But at
gotta
the
do
time,
what you
I was
don't
about
want.
to, like 12, maybe even younger. I was just doing it to learn, just so I can get to this point.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't fun. So I stopped for a quick bit. I got my own camera then, and then I started doing my own. And then
Yeah.
I realized that I liked it, and long in the future, this is what I want to do. But not for like, I don't want to work for anybody. I will say that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to like generally work for anybody unless like it is easier when you're an employee because most of the times if you're not the boss, you're not making the heavy decisions. You just they just telling you what to do. You got one thing you got to do.
Yeah.
Like so like I can understand like if you do want a boss, that's cool because then you know you chilling. You got one. You're literally there for one job and one job only. Versus when you're the boss, you weighing all this other shit on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's cool if you do want to work, have a boss.
Yeah, I mean, some people
but-
just want to have like the highest position possible, but they don't want to own the company, but they want to be like the
Cause
highest
there's the
position,
extra pressure that comes with that.
which
So,
I get it. They just want to, like some people some people like I used to be like that. I just like routine. Like some people they like working 9 to 5s because of the routine.
they have their routine.
And they like
Once
having,
that
I
is
do
gone, they're
this,
gonna
do
add a
this,
whack.
do that, boom, and they're working for their money. And honestly, for the longest time, I was like that. Like I liked working my whatever shifts 9 to 5 or whatever.
I hate it.
Because I knew out of all the time I was putting in working hard, I was getting paid for it, and I liked having a routine, especially during quarantine. That was when I worked the most. I had a
Yeah.
routine. Like nobody really had anything to do, so I was okay. Well, I'm gonna make a routine for myself. I work from here to here. Then I come home, go to the gym, blah blah blah. That was a routine I had. But who's to say I want to do that in the future? I definitely don't want to work a 9 to 5 in the future.
Yeah,
I'm doing everything possible to
I
make sure I
do
don't
want
have
the
to.
next generation to know if they want to do anything. If they want to do anything with their life, they got to do a lot of shit they don't want first. Like that is like I think people underestimate because we live in this new like where everything is so good for us now. Like the past is behind us. Nobody's living like how they lived in the 50s or 60s anymore, the 90s, because we don't have to live like that no more. We got all this technology at our fingertips. Everything's at our fingertips now. So I think a lot of people like feel like now like they get real like complacent because it's too good. It's too good right now. So they take a lot of stuff for granted. Like they're like, all right, bet. I think every kid thinks they can like just choose what their future's gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like now that I'm 18 or about to be 18 in next week or so, they you think like, all right, oh no, this is what I'm gonna do because I want to do this. No. Even if you do want to do this, there's other accolades you're gonna have to, and the accolades that you had, the things through the journey that you're gonna face are gonna be a lot of things you're not gonna want to do. But to get to that step, you gonna do it. Like, bro, I didn't want to get up and film this, to be honest, today, because it was just so like you just be tired, But then once we started, I'm like, all right, well, I'm glad we started filming this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to wash the dishes all the time, but you wash them because you have to.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to go to work every day, but you go because it's money and you need to make money. So people need to get out of that, like, especially like I feel like I need the younger generation to notice, like, get out that mindset where you're like, oh, I don't want to do this, so I shouldn't do this. No, actually, because you don't want to do it, that should make you want to do it even more. Because then once you do it, you're like, oh, weight off my shoulders. You know what I mean? And that's the only way you can really explore yourself, I feel like, if you try things you don't want to do. Like, if you don't want to take a cold shower, take a cold shower.
I don't know, man. I don't
Like, I hate
do that.
cold showers, but like,
Probably
if
not
I'm
gonna
like,
do that. Cold tubs are bad enough, man. I'm about to take a cold shower. Slip and break my neck. But yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, everybody has there are people out there. People have to work 9 to 5s, which is crazy to think that like
Nah,
it doesn't
we
matter
do.
what you like. The whole world is not going to be able to work for themselves or just work for
They
good company.
can't.
Some people are gonna have to work
Everybody
9
ain't
to
gonna be
5s.
able to do it.
Sucks, but that's what happens. So
That's what happens.
too bad.
Yeah.
Oh well.
People don't realize the certain like the the jobs that people like devalue or whatever, and that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, devalue. Like these jobs are like seem like loser jobs, bro. These jobs are what's keeping like the world going around. Like if we had truckers, bro, we would have nothing. If we didn't have nobody like driving trucks, like trucks is like how we trade. Like obviously we trade with money, but you know what I mean. Like we wouldn't like products wouldn't be ships if we didn't have ships. People to drive the ships that carry all the cargo.
Everything works for each other.
If we just didn't have any like type of truckers, or like you wouldn't have half of the stuff you have in your house right now. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. All this stuff had to been brought over on something on a truck, boat, plane, like. So people like those jobs are like we need jobs like that. Like what would you do? We had no more. If everyone could choose their job right now, and I already know what everybody's job would be. YouTuber. Like if everybody could like be like, all right, if someone came into a room and they're like, I can give you the job of your dream right now in the life that you always wanted. Boom, everyone's like YouTuber, or influencer, TikTok famous, or whatever the fuck you want to be. But this generation is YouTube generation, so
yeah,
everybody wants to be
mainly
YouTuber.
younger generation.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
our generation for real.
Yeah, our generation. Yeah.
I feel like the older. Honestly, I feel like
I think the older generation would probably just be like,
they
I'm
would
fine
be the
where
ones
I'm at.
saving us. There are a lot of people I worked with. I asked them like, so just as nicely as possible. Did you want to work here or did you choose to? She was like, no, I love this job. And I was like, but if you could leave, would you? She was like, it depends. Like if I'm leaving to a job I like, then I leave. But if I'm leaving to something I don't like, I'll stay here. I like this job. I chose to work here. And she was like, actually, I could retire, but I like working. And I chose to work. And I was like, so there's people out there that want to work.
No,
Like I
want to
work 9 to 5s.
And they come from
But
a
they're
time where
the
they
only
had
ones
to
that's
work.
saving us.
They had to work. So
Like nowadays,
they didn't have technology.
everyone wants the highest type, which is nothing. There's nothing wrong with that, obviously. I feel like you should want the best life for yourself.
You should, but you can't. You can't.
Be fine though. Like,
the real,
it's cool.
in real life, you can't get like that life that you like. You might get close to that life, and I'm not telling you don't shoot for the stars, but like I just want you to be a little realistic with yourself and think like, okay, am I capable of doing this? You know what I mean?
Honestly,
you
can do whatever you want, man. Just you gotta work hard. Some people just don't want to work hard for what they want. Just work hard and you can get what you want in life, man. Like there's just things
very
out
cliche,
there.
Zack.
It is, but it works. Like the people that are at the top, they're the hardest workers. LeBron James, he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
he got everything he wanted in life. Ever since he was a kid, he wanted to be one of the greatest basketball players. What did he do? He worked, boom, one of the greatest basketball players. It's cliche, but that's why not everyone's doing it. It's because it's difficult. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but it sounds easy. Kind of like just work hard. It sounds easy, but it's not easy. By working hard, you gotta do, like you said, you gotta do things you don't want to do. You gotta do just like I said,
and be consistent with it.
You gotta do things that no one else is doing.
You
so
can't
that's why
just
it's
go
so
on
difficult to get rid of that.
you just can't go to the gym on days where you're like, this feels like it's gonna be a good gym day. Nah, you gotta go and one of my coaches told me when I used to wrestle, the best gym day is the day you don't want to go. That's when you get your best workout. The day you feel like, oh my god, I gotta go to the gym. What's leg day 2? Oh man, I don't want to go today.
Let's get it.
And he says that's the day where you gonna have the best gym experience of your life. The day you don't want to go, because once once that's done, you get home, get in the shower, you're gonna feel so fulfilled and energized, and like you earn your food, like everything. You literally like working out. You earn everything you come home to. You know what I mean? That's one thing I love about working out late. Like when I come home for like just in time for dinner. When I used to come home, I'd be like, "Bet, I just got a workout done, about to get in the shower and eat." Because after you're working out, if you really working out, you're gonna be hungry when you come back. If you ain't do shit if you're not hungry after working out.
I don't know, man.
I be hungry. When
I don't like.
I
I eat a huge meal before I work out, so I have energy for the rest of it.
But you still be hungry though, right?
I'll be hungry like late. Like a couple hours later, but as soon as I get home, I'm just taking a shower, boom, like stretch. Stuff
I
like
gotta
that.
eat.
Make sure I don't
boy.
get a cramp.
Like,
when
I be
go to
having my
sleep.
food ready from like before, just how you said you eat before you go. Like I'll eat before I go, and then I have food ready for me when I get home.
Like
I'll be
usually
hungry when I
eat
get
as
from
soon
the
as I get
gym.
home because I just have to, or else I'm gonna freaking, all that work's gonna go to nothing. But
Exactly.
usually I'm not like, oh man, I cannot. Like we'll be at practice and people be like, yo, a bus right now, bro. I'm trying to go to Chipotle. I'm not thinking about none of that. I'm trying to
Bro,
get
I
home,
love
take a
Chipotle,
shower.
yeah.
Make sure I don't catch a cramp in the shower, stuff like that, and I'm cool. But I don't know. For something like, and I know a few people like that just don't get hungry from like working out. Like they just, I don't know. But I feel like I don't know.
I only get hungry from working out. Like if it's like if I'm just sitting around, I'm not gonna eat. Like I'll get hungry, obviously, because your body's gonna tell you like at some point in time. But I learned this. I learned when your body's like growling and stuff, you're not really like hungry. It's just your body's used to being like eating all the time. People. It's like that's how we live so comfortable that we can survive. Like real humans survived on not real, not real, but I mean the like savages of the past. Those humans, they survived on way less, and that was normal. Like we don't honestly, we don't need 3 meals a day. I don't think. Well, I just think that became honestly, I think we could have like simply survived for 1 meal, but we have the luxury to have 3 meals a day. So they're like, it's just healthy for you to have 3.
All right, guys. So that was episode 8, TuffLuck podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, next episode may or may not be with my brother. Who knows? Like I said, we're gonna be filming with him, but we don't know when he'll be free. Well, we don't know when the episode will come out because we might have some other things planned. But yeah, that was episode 8. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Fiverr, Spotify, and YouTube at TuffLuck_pod. Comment down under this video what you guys want to see next. Any questions you guys have. Don't forget to learn how to spell Arkansas and Kansas correctly because that is crucial to surviving in this world. Yeah. Without further ado.
She got a smoothie booty.
What? Nah, bro, you're done.
I'm trying to create a better me, so hopefully people who are hearing this are taking it the right way can say, I can run a mile. It ain't about running 205 fucking miles, doing 4, being in the city. It ain't about all that shit. Shit doesn't matter. I want you to see how fucking far you can go because we all come from that shit. That's why I have to be so authentic and so real about my own insecurities, my own faults, just being a fucked up person. I'm not the best at anything. I'm not gifted. I'm just driven.